Welcome everyone. Myself D. Magesh, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology. In this video, we are going to discuss about operating system structures. The types of operating system structures are simple structure, layered structure, modular structure, monolithic structure, microkernel structure, and a hybrid kernel structure. So before going to the topic, we will see the definition for operating system. An operating system is a system software that is used to manage and handle hardware and software resources of a computer device. So and also it manages computer resources such as CPU, memory and files. And also the operating system will act as an interface between user and the computer hardware. And also it performs core functions like process management, memory management and file management. Example for operating system are Linux, Unix and Windows. So this is the control flow diagram. So here the user will interact with the hardware through application and operating system. Next one is a kernel. The kernel is the core part of an operating system. The kernel will act as a bridge between the software applications and hardware of the computer. The kernel will manage system resources such as CPU, memory and devices, and also it ensures everything works together smoothly and efficiently. So, and also it handles tasks like running programs, accessing files and connecting to devices like printers and keyboards. An operating system will include the kernel as its core, but also provides a user interface, file system management, network services and various utility applications, so that will allow users to interact with the system. Here the application program will interact with the CPU, memory and devices through kernel. So next one is operating system structures. An operating system can be designed using different structures. So depending on how its components are organized and how they interact inside the kernel. Its system structure acts as an blueprint that shows how the operating system is arranged so it can be understood and adapted to different needs. So first one is the simple structure. The simple structure operating system have no well-defined architecture and are small in size and very simple and limited in functionality. So MS-DOS is an example of this structure. Here the applications can directly access basic IO routines, and also a user program failure can crash the entire system. That is, because of this lack of separation, a failure in any user program can cause the entire system to crash. Next one is a layered structure. So in a layered structure, the operating system is divided into levels where each layer uses the services of the one below it, the hardware at the bottom and the user interface at the top. This design improves organization and simplifies debugging, as errors can be isolated to specific layers. So Unix is an example of a layered structure. So next one is a modular structure. A modular structure will use a kernel that contains only essential core components. So while additional services are added as loaded modules during the boot or runtime. It is similar to a layered design because it has defined and protected interfaces, but it is more flexible since modules can communicate freely. So this type of structures is used in systems like Solaris. Next one is monolithic structure. So This monolithic structure is implemented as a large kernel. Here core services are combined into a single code base, and also it includes process, memory and file system management, and device drivers also operate inside the kernel. So next one is the micro kernel structure. So it is a non-essential services run in user space, so leaving a small core kernel. New services can be added without changing the kernel, and more secure and reliable because failures can crash the whole operating system. So that is a microkernel structure removes all non-essential services from the kernel and run them in user space, leaving only a small core called the microkernel. The design allows new services to be added without modifying the kernel, and also it improves the security and reliability, since failure in user space services so do not affect the entire system. So next one is the hybrid kernel structure. Hybrid kernel structure combines the features of both a monolithic and microkernel architects. The approach offers a more flexible and efficient design than the other structures. Thank you.